Well, would you look at that? We've already arrived at week 6 of the NFL/Fantasy Orion Bowl season. So, yeah, a lot happened in week 5. Some bad decisions were made. Some losses turned to wins and some wins turned to losses. So let's have a look at what happened last week and have a quick look forward about what's going on this week in the Orion Bowl. So, yeah, first off, let's do week 5's entourage, okay? So, Vinny Chase this week, the star of the show is got to be Josh Allen. Josh Allen just looked fantastic for the old Harlots there, didn't he? Sure did, yeah, he put up some numbers. He was the star of the show. The star of the show, Mr. Vinny Chase, is Josh Allen. Johnny Drama this week, because he is the fucking game, at least in week 5. Goddamn, Herbert. Josh Herbert, that is crazy numbers. He put up above 40. That's Patrick Mahomes' numbers, or at least it used to be Patrick Mahomes' numbers. Get back to that later. Turtle this week, Mr. Mark Andrews. He put up about 15 more than was expected, and along with some bad decision making on my part, is the main reason that the Indianapolis Colts are still undefeated against the Baltimore Ravens, which I've got to admit does sting a little. The Ari Gold this week has to go to big Leonard Fournette because he rushed, he received, he scored touchdowns, he was diverse. He was as diverse as Mr. Jeremy Piven's acting range, so he gets the Ari Gold award this week. And the terrible E award this week wasn't even a question. Well, there's no shadow of a doubt. Mr. Singletary for the Buffalo Bills, and destroying my hopes of beating the Indianapolis Colts. You were terrible. You are cut from the team, just like E should have been cut from the entourage. You're done. You're gone. You're finished. Finished. You're finished in this town. You're finished in Baltimore. You'll never work here again. God damn, you go from double-digit touches every single week and then get held down to 6? You kidding me? Anyway, enough on that. Let's move on to a recap of week 6. So, yeah, well, week 5, sorry. So, yeah, basically, you had, obviously, as I mentioned, the Indianapolis Colts beating the Baltimore Ravens. And you know what? I didn't think it was a winnable game for me before going into it, but I should have won that. That was a missed opportunity. That should have been a win for the Baltimore Ravens. But I stand by my decision making because, like I said, Singletary, whilst he was splitting the backfield with Moss, he was having double-digit touches. Both of them were having double-digit touches every single week, and they're going up against Kansas City, which is one of the worst run defenses in the league. So before the game, I stand by my decision. Obviously, hindsight's 2020, and you look at the stuff after the game, and it's like, yeah, that was pretty terrible. San Diego Harlots managed to beat the coach's sons, but is that less than just less than a point? Just less than a point. Tell you what, the Suns, they've been a bit unfortunate this year. They have lost a few games by less than a point. That's not, it's not ideal. It's not ideal. And then Baby got first pick. Got defeated by the Dan Stray Gorillas. The Dan Stray Gorillas largely relying on Herbert there, who put up 42.82. Woo! On fire! And the team with no name is relying heavily on a great score from Leonard Fournette, who the Baltimore Ravens dropped, kicked to the curb, and now they are paying for it. So, let's just move on very quickly. I don't know where my coach's glasses are. Rude of me. Yeah. Coach's questions with Coach Burt of the Baltimore Ravens. Right, let's have a look at the emails here. Okay, so question 1. How much glue did you sniff before putting Singletary in for Robinson, you Burke? Oh, I haven't heard that insult in a while. I haven't been called a Burke in years. So, bloody good question though. Good point. Well made. I did. I sniffed a lot of glue. I was on a lot of glue. I'd had a lot of pints, and I was eating some Caribbean food at the time. It was delicious, by the way. All of those things played a factor in me putting Singletary in. Temporary insanity is what I plead on that one. No, to be fair, look, going into the game, you have to go with what you know, right? And going into the game, both Moss and Singletary were splitting the backfield 50-50. Exactly 50-50. I'm aware that he wasn't getting like touchdowns per se, but he was out-yarding Moss every week. And double-digit touches against one of the weakest run defenses in the league in Kansas City. I played the percentages. I played the statistics. I put Singletary in, and then Robinson popped off. I should have put up 150 points last week. God damn it. Anyway. Let's have a quick look here. Question two. How much does it sting that Leonard has decided to wait until parting ways with Baltimore to start performing? Well, so as that, I can only imagine this is what it feels like to stand in a cupboard, looking through the slots in the cupboard, watching your wife get ploughed by a better fantasy team. That's basically how I feel right now. And question number 3. Do you expect Robinson to go down with an injury first quarter this weekend now that he is in your lineup? Yes. Anyway. Moving on. Let's have a look at what we're doing this week. It's all about we've got to look forward. We've got to keep moving forward. Can't look back. So, Baltimore Ravens are taking on the San Diego Harlots. Should be a fun one, this, because I will be in the NFL mansion with the coach of the Harlots this evening. It should be really good fun. I'm really looking forward to it. Tikka wraps and beer in an NFL mansion. It's wonderful. But let's have a look at the matchup here. So, yeah, I mean, Josh Allen, that worries me. I have gone with a slight strategy here of playing both Knox and Sanders for the Buffalo Bills, because I know that obviously Singletary, Stefan Diggs, is the prime receiver, so who the Harlots are also playing incidentally. But I figured, look, if Allen does throw the ball to Knox and Sanders, that at least mitigates some of the damage from Josh Allen. You see what I mean? I'm all about damage control. I'm trying to make some smart coaches' decisions, which is very unlike me. Very unlike me. Look, I'll put in Robinson in. He's going to have a quiet day today, obviously, because he's had 2 good weeks where I haven't played him. So obviously I'm going to put him in. He's going to have a terrible day. I don't see him getting more than 6 points. Jonathan Taylor's had a couple of good weeks. Patrick Mahomes has been quiet the last few weeks, and he's going against the Washington defense. Supposedly they were supposed to be one of the best defenses in the league. Not. But yeah, I don't know, Patrick Mahomes, that's not a great matchup on the road against Washington. That's not a great matchup for him, honestly. I did pick up Booker because, obviously, let's have a quick look. Because I know that Baby Got Dak have got Saquon Barkley. Saquon Barkley should be out. Saquon Barkley is out. So Booker, the reason I picked up Booker is he is going to be getting a lion's share of the running snaps in that game. Yeah, Giants taking on LA. I mean, obviously, it's not a great matchup for him, but, you know, he should get a lot of carries at least. And also, I'm having a lot of bye week problems because, like, both Samuel and Davis are on bye weeks, along with Mitchell, who 49ers running back, who is back at full health. So he should be helping me down the stretch. But he's not in this week because they're on a bye week. So at least Metcalf is playing. But, I mean, looking at the lineups, you know, and obviously, you know, Robinson is going to have nowhere near the production that he had last week or the week before because of the Baltimore curse. So with Josh Allen putting up ridiculous points these days, throwing it to Stefan Diggs, Devontae Adams as well, Austin Eckler, Hurts, you know, he put up okay numbers, like nothing spectacular. So there's an opportunity there maybe. But honestly, I don't see how I'll win this one. Unless Patrick Mahomes gets back to his Patrick Mahomes numbers, I'm done. This is already finished. So anyway, my pick. I'm sorry, Harlots. I keep picking you, but I mean, to be fair, you won last week, so the curse doesn't actually apply, does it? But I'm going to pick the Harlots because honestly, I feel like I'm just not going to get. Yeah, I've got too many bye week problems, and Josh Allen is currently on too good of a form, and then we've got Devontae Adams in there as well, he's good for 20 easily. Yeah, that's Harlots. That's Harlots win all day. I should have won last week, really. Should have won last week because now the schedule's tough. Anyway, Indianapolis Colts taking on Baby Got First Pick. Now, I'm taking the Colts because the Colts, they're just so good. Look at Henry, Harris, Hill. Hill's questionable, but who are we kidding? He's going to play. Mark Andrews has started putting up 30 points a game now, apparently. Yeah, I mean, obviously you got Amari Cooper there. Tom Brady's, he only put up 17. That's kind of that's not great for Brady, not this season. He's been putting up way more than that. But, yeah, you got more. Aaron Jones. Yeah, I don't know. I think Baby Got First Pick. He's got a decent team. But, I mean, the Colts, they're just a powerhouse. They're a powerhouse of a fantasy football team. And, yeah, that's it. Yeah, I'm going with the Colts. Going with the Colts. And the coach's sons are taking on the team with no name. Can the coach's sons get their first win of the season? Well, Jalen Hurts put up 25, and Leonard Fournette has put up 24. So that's a really good start for the team with no Namath. I am not going to lie. I'm not going to sugarcoat it for you, coach's sons, but that's a pretty decent start. And so far, you played... Antonio Brown, he put up some good numbers, 15.30, so that's pretty good. This one's still wide open. If Lamar Jackson turns up, if Kareem Hunt does anything, you've got... Chase, Jefferson, Kelsey. Kelsey hasn't been doing as much as he has been this year. But, yeah, honestly... Although, I didn't realise that the team with no name have played the Buccaneers defence as well. They only put up 4. That might have opened the door a little there for the Suns. Might have. But, I don't know, Lamb's pretty good. I don't know, it's a good start from team with no Namath. But you know what, I've just got a feeling that the reigning champs are going to get one back in this week. I'm going to go with the Suns. Coach's Suns. And last but by no means least, the Dallas Stray Gorillas taking on the Legion of Hope. We've got Justin Herbert, who has just been absolutely incredible. Just crazy. Like, last week, 42 points. I mean, the Gorillas are marching. You know, Ezekiel Elliott's in form, Henderson's in form, you've got, Keenan Allen as well. Tucker has been an absolute powerhouse. The Rams defense playing the New York Giants, that's a decent matchup. And then you've got, Rodgers, Mixon, Cook. Cook is fantastic. Cooper Kupp as well. So you've got, Rodgers, Mixon, Cook, and Kupp. I don't know, the Legion are looking good, but the Dallas Stray Gorillas, they are marching, and this is all a game of momentum. I think that the Dallas Stray Gorillas march down to another win this week. But either way, those that I picked against prove me wrong. Those that I picked for prove me right. It's all a game of inches here in the Orion Bowl, and it's going to be another top week. To those that are going to the Miami-Jacksonville game live, enjoy the hell out of it. I enjoyed the game last week. It was so much fun. We had a blast of a weekend, and I hope that you do too. And so best of luck to everybody, and see you next week.